my name's Camille, and this is my channel, By Camille, where we learn about reselling together. Today I wanted to share with you 4 different purchases that I've made with the intent to resell on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop, Facebook Marketplace, and I think that's all of them. So I've made different purchases from Poshmark itself as a platform to resell on Poshmark, from ThredUp, and I made 2 purchases from yard sales. Buy number 1. I purchased 3 things from a seller on Poshmark. I looked up a specific brand, Maje, M-A-J-E. I think they sell it at Anthropologie. And then from there, I picked up 2 other items in her closet and made an offer. She made me an offer, maybe, I'm not sure. The total price that I paid was $29.45 for the 3 items. One was a really pretty vintage, I believe, Samantha Tracy dress, and the other is like this really cool prairie dress. And so I paid $9.82 per piece. I've sold 2 of the 3 pieces. I still have the prairie dress left. I actually need to make sure that that's listed everywhere because I have it also priced really high. I think it's pretty unique, but it hasn't sold, and I've still made $24.65 profit. So I've sold 2 of the 3 pieces, and I've still made $24.65 profit. So that's after cost of goods and any fees and shipping that I might have paid for. Buy number 2. This was a ThredUp box that I bought, a men's rescue box. I actually made a video, and I will link it up here for you. That was $110 for the whole box. It didn't have any shipping. And I had 32 pieces in that box that I put up to resell. I've sold 13 so far. Each piece cost me $3.43 if you break out that cost. And I have made a total profit of $168.51. When I was making this video, I was going through Vendoo. If you have Vendoo, you kind of know, you can look at all of your items, and I was able to kind of determine what items were from this box just by my memory and the $3.43 cost of good, because you put that in Vendoo. If you don't have Vendoo, you should definitely get it. And I do have a link below for Vendoo as well. But what I was missing when I put this in Vendoo, or this little trick you can use, I don't know if people do this, but Vendoo actually has a tag feature. So you could tag, I could say, you know, ThredUp men's rescue box on all of these items when I actually put them in Vendoo. So then later, if I want to look up what has actually sold from that box and how much money that I've made, I could do that. So I have started to do that now, but that is a little tip that you can use that feature for. But that would have just made this process of trying to find out my profit for this particular box so much easier because it was so many items. So that little feature is really great for Vendoo. I feel like they've really been adding a lot more features that really work for resellers, and I will continue to use it for as long as I'm a reseller, or as long as there is Vendoo, because it has just helped my business immensely. I love it for the bookkeeping kind of side of things. I can easily tell how much money that I've made for the month, and now I'll be able to see how much money I've made on these particular big buys that I do so easily because I can use this tag feature. So definitely look into that. And again, I do have a link below if you're interested in checking it out. So buy number 3, I go to this particular kind of like estate sale. Well, it's like a barn sale, but this guy cleans out people's estates. So there's all kinds of treasures. Sourcing Saturday! Today I went to my favorite barn sale, and they had some pretty cool stuff like this tapestry, lots of cool furniture. They always have all kinds of different home goods and knickknacks, but I ended up with 2 big bags of vintage baby clothes. So excited about these. On this particular day, I bought 44 pieces, almost all vintage baby clothes. Size girls 3T, very specific. There was 2 huge boxes of it, and some of the pieces just looked really unique. There was a lot of overalls, a lot of Carters. I found one pair of overalls that was made in Japan that I sold, and actually sold for a really good profit. I sold some curtains that I bought that day that were kind of like mod 70s. So that day I spent $30 on these huge bags of clothes. I actually ended up selling a lot of these pieces in lots. So I made 12 total sales from this lot that I bought so far, if that makes sense. So so I've sold more than 12 pieces with my 12 sales. And so far I've made $140.81 profit. So that's after taxes and fees and taxes and fees. That's after cost of goods and fees and any shipping that I might have paid for. So I hope to buy more and do this again because it was a really small investment of $30 and I've made over $140. Whereas if you compare it to my ThredUp rescue box, I spent $110 and I made $168. So I'm almost caught up to what I've made for the ThredUp rescue box, but with a less of an investment. I hope that you're liking this video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I'm trying to get more watch hours here so that I can be monetized, so I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe and join me on my reselling journey. Buy number 4, this is actually another yard sale and another reel. At this yard sale, there was a price list of some very high prices for each item, like $5, $10 for dresses and sneakers and jackets, and I really went through everything and tried to pick some things that I thought would be worth that price and see if I could negotiate a little bit, but these price lists just didn't seem like there was going to be a lot of room for negotiation, so I was pretty disappointed because I had been there for a long time, and I brought my bag up to show her what I want to buy, and she told me $10 for the whole bag. So after all of that searching and editing out what I wanted to get, I could have ended up with a lot more, but at that point I had been there for so long and I just wanted to leave, but I did end up getting some good things, and it was really a shame because she had a lot of really nice dresses and lots of name brand things, and disappointment. Anyways, so I ended up spending $10 for 5 pieces, so it comes out to $2 per piece, an actually great deal, and I've sold 4 of the 5 things. So I've sold the Adidas sneakers, Adidas track jacket, Denim and Supply sweater, and the Nike track pants. I just have the Levi's cargos left to sell. I've already made a profit of $88.66, and that was all just from $10 at a yard sale. So I'm really excited to get back to those yard sale. Hopefully it will be late spring here in New England. I really like sourcing at yard sales. I know some people don't, but I have gotten some good things, and like I said, that estate sale that I go to, they have a really steady stream of things, and I think he's kind of getting to know me now, so he'll hopefully keep giving me some good deals. But I just wanted to share with you some ways that you can source outside of traditional thrift stores, because thrift store prices are rising. I've seen it all over Instagram from other resellers, just that the prices are going crazy. So, and at my thrift stores too, I've seen, $30 on boots that look like they've been through the mud, and I went to a Goodwill that it didn't matter what kind of sneakers they were. There was $20 price tags on every pair of sneakers. So that can be really discouraging, especially if you don't really know other ways to source and you've relied on a thrift store, or that's just a source that's near you. There are other ways to do it. Definitely watch videos from other resellers. Have lots of videos about buying from ThredUp. You can even make your own purchase. You don't have to always buy rescue boxes. Sourcing on ThredUp, I would really, or sourcing on Poshmark, I would really suggest not buying mystery boxes. I've bought a bunch of them, and I will link my video above. I haven't made a lot of money on them personally, so they're not my favorite thing to purchase anymore. Another way that I've gotten inventory, and actually for free, is I posted in a Buy Nothing group, but I didn't actually post for clothing. I posted something that I was giving away, and when I was making arrangements with the person, I just mentioned that I sell clothing online, and if she had anything that she was getting rid of and she wanted to drop off at my door, I would take it. And she dropped me a whole bag of stuff, and I made a bunch of money off of it. So that was really cool. Obviously, always tell your friends and family. I know that's like the #1 way to get inventory, and just the easiest way, because friends and family are probably going to want to help you out. Kind of wrap up to say, on these 4 different buys, I've invested about $150 in them, and I've made back over $400 with still room for more profit. So I definitely hope you will consider some of these, and maybe some of the other ways that I've talked about sourcing for your reselling business. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any questions or comments below, and thank you for watching. I will see you next Friday. Bye!